Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I've got a fun little project. I've got 3 gifts that I'm going to make, and what I want to do is I want to use my Cricut and cut out some decals to put on my cups. They'll be a little bit bigger than this, but this is the idea. I wanted to do some wildflowers, right, for spring. So I'm taking my permanent Cricut material, right, my vinyl, and I'm going to create a decal to go on these cups, mugs, whatever we want to call them. I'm going to have them sit right about in here. I might actually do it in here. We'll see what it looks like once I get them cut out, but they're going to be about 4 inches tall, so they'll cover this portion right here. All right, we're going to try 3 different looks and see what we come up with. I spent about an hour and a half online yesterday looking for different wildflower SVGs, which is what you need when you're going to cut one of these out on the Cricut. And I like each of these, so here we go. That's going to be kind of what it'll look like. But I'll take us over to Design Space, and we'll get our mats loaded up, and we'll load them up first and then go over to the Cricut. And I just happen to have these pieces that will work just right. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit extra, and definitely long enough. Okay, let me go get the mats, and that's where we will begin. And then we'll want to take the labels off and get them all cleaned up and get them prepped up, ready to receive the decals. All right, this should be a fun one, y'all. All right, we've got them cut out. I've trimmed them back a good bit. Basically, that just means taking them off of the mat, well-loved mat. And I'm going to just put a little snip here on the end. I'm going to go the one just past that, which would be this one, and just cut off the excess, because I can use that in another project. And I like to go ahead and get my mat covered up. Yeah, this is probably one of my very original Cricut mats, still working. I'll keep using it as long as it keeps working. All right. And then I'm going to just set about weeding. Now that one curled up a good bit, so we'll weight it down and start on another one. I did manage to hurt my hand substantially. Not broken, just bruised up pretty hard. So I'm going to see if I actually can hold my weeding tool and see if I can't get this all weeded off here. Weeding means just removing the bits that we don't need to use. I want to keep this line down here because this will be like my true line, right? So this is like a factory edge, and that'll help me as I'm doing placement on my cup. All right, that'll help me get it, most likely get it straight. All right, so I'm going to work on this. I'm going to baby my hand, and it might take a little bit longer than normal, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, here we go. And actually I can cut the top, because the more I cut, the less I have to tug on with my hand. Some of these are really tiny pieces, and I might have lost them in the cut process, but that's okay. Well, there's enough going on. I doubt I'll save this. It's really hard to get something to line up that small on the Cricut, on the cutting mat. All right, let's see how if we can make this happen. If it doesn't want to cooperate, we'll just kind of help it a little bit right there. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off right here. And this can't really be used for anything else, so we will file 13 it. See a little dot that doesn't want to, there it goes. Couple dots over here. So here are our tumblers, travel mugs, whatever we want to call them. There they are. I think they turned out really nice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. Alright, I'll bring you in. I'll get our table cleaned off and then bring you in for some close-ups. Yeah, I like how these turned out.